Hello students, welcome to attend online classes run by Vikas Vidyalaya. Today I am going to start a new chapter for class 9 in physics, that is motion. Motion is a very important chapter because in higher classes you will come across a situation where the concept of motion will be widely utilized. That is why I would request you that you make each and every point in your mind very clear. There are some basics. Mechanics. What is mechanics? Mechanics is a branch of physics which deal with the motion. Mechanics has three branches. One is kinematics, another is dynamics, and last one is statics. What is kinematics? The motion, this chapter comes under kinematics. Kinematics deals with motion with time. That means here position and time is a central point. What about dynamics? Dynamics though deals with motion, but there is another factor which comes into play, that is cause of motion. No doubt that is force. And the last one is statics. Statics deals with the force and the body has no translational motion at all. Now if I say what is motion, you observe a motion of running bus, running train, moving earth around the sun, all are in motion. But in physics, motion has different aspects. An object is said to be in motion if it changes its position with respect to a reference point or its surrounding with the passage of time. What is rest? Just opposite of motion. An object is said to be at rest if it does not change its position with respect to a reference point with the passage of time. Now one thing you observe, I have repeated reference point in the rest definition also and motion also. What is reference point? Reference point is a point where the motion of object is observed, where the change in position of object is observed. That is called a reference point. Reference point may be a room, a compartment, right? Actually, reference point has a very big role in defining rest and motion. Rest and motion are relative term. It is not an absolute term. That means if I say that body is at rest, but if I change the reference point, then another person will say that body is in motion. That means a body is simultaneously at rest and in motion at a time. Let us take an example. A book kept on the table. I say it is at rest. But a person who is in a space and taking photographs, what he will observe? That the book is moving because the earth is moving. You will say, what about the sun, sir? Sun and solar system itself also moving with galaxies. And galaxies is also moving with the cluster of galaxies. And this continues because we do not know much about the universe. Types of motion. There are three types of motion. One-dimensional motion, two-dimensional motion, and three-dimensional motion. One-dimensional motion, which is also called linear motion or rectilinear motion. If the change in position of object can be specified by one coordinate only, then the motion is said to be one-dimensional. For example, motion of a train in a straight line, a body freely falling towards earth. Two-dimensional motion. The motion which can be specified clearly by using two dimension, that is two coordinate, x-axis and y-axis. For example, the zigzag motion of a car in road is an example of two-dimensional motion. Or you are writing with the pen on paper is an example. Three-dimensional motion. The motion which require three coordinates x, y and z, that is motion in a space. For example, a kite flying, bird flying in the sky is an example of three-dimensional motion. There are some other parameters upon which motion can be categorized in two ways. One is called uniform motion, other is called non-uniform motion. That I will discuss in the next session.